The Treasure of Coral Bay, a pirate adventure in the bustling seaside town of Coral Bay, where fishing boats bobbed in the harbor and the scent of the salty sea breeze filled the air, lived a daring brother and sister duo named Finn and Isla. Finn, with his wild brown hair and fearless spirit, loved climbing the tallest cliffs and diving into the deepest waves. Isla, with her sharp blue eyes and quick mind, was known for solving riddles and reading every book she could find about the mysteries of the sea. One afternoon, as they were walking along the beach, they found something incredible, a washed-up treasure chest, half buried in the sand. It was old and covered in barnacles, with a rusty lock and strange symbols carved into the wood. "Look at this!" Finn exclaimed, brushing the sand away. "A real pirate chest." Isla knelt beside him, examining the symbols. "I think these are pirate markings. And if this is real, there could be treasure inside." Their hearts raced with excitement. Everyone in Coral Bay had heard tales of the legendary pirate, Captain Silverbeard, who is said to have hidden his treasure somewhere along the coast. But no one had ever found it. Just as they began trying to pry open the chest, an old man with a cane hobbled toward them from the docks. He was the town's lighthouse keeper, a man named Captain Holloway, who was known for telling stories of the sea. Well, what have we here?" he asked with a twinkle in his eye. "Looks like you've found yourself a bit of pirate history, eh?" "It's locked," Finn said, trying to open it with a stick. Captain Holloway chuckled. But that's no ordinary lock. If you want to open that chest, you'll need more than brute strength. You'll need to solve Captain Silverbeard's riddle." Isla's eyes lit up. "A riddle? What is it?" The old captain pulled a small, tattered scroll from his pocket. "This riddle has been passed down through generations. It's said to be the key to finding Silverbeard's treasure. If you can solve it, the chest will open, and the treasure will be yours." Finn and Isla exchanged excited glances. They were ready for an adventure. The Riddle of Silverbeard. Captain Holloway unrolled the scroll and read aloud. "In the place where sea and sky do meet, where cliffs rise tall and waters greet, find the star that points the way, to where the golden coins do lay. But beware the tide, both fast and slow, for only at dusk will the treasure show." Finn scratched his head. "What does that mean?" Isla was already thinking. "The place where sea and sky meet, that must be the horizon. And the cliffs. It's talking about the cliffs near the lighthouse. We need to go there." Captain Holloway smiled. "You're clever, lass. But remember, the tide and the time of day are important." Silverbeard was no fool. He hid his treasure where only the sharpest minds could find it. Determined to crack the code, Finn and Isla grabbed their backpacks and set off for the cliffs, with Captain Holloway watching them from afar, his cane tapping on the dock. The cliffs of Coral Bay. The cliffs of Coral Bay were tall and jagged, with hidden caves and swirling waves crashing against the rocks below. As Finn and Isla climbed, they kept their eyes on the horizon, searching for anything that could resemble a star that points the way. Finally, after climbing to the highest point, Isla spotted something unusual. Etched into the rock face was a small, star-shaped symbol. It was faint but visible in the afternoon light. "Look, Finn. The star," she said excitedly. Finn ran over to examine it. "You're right. But how does this help us find the treasure?" Isla thought for a moment. "The riddle said the treasure would show at dusk. We need to wait until sunset." The siblings sat on the cliffs, watching the sun dip lower and lower toward the sea. As the sky turned orange and pink, something incredible happened. The light from the setting sun hit the star symbol on the rock, casting a beam of light toward a cave hidden in the cliffs below. "There!" Finn shouted. "The light is pointing to that cave." They quickly scrambled down the rocks and into the cave, their hearts pounding with excitement. The secret of the cave. Inside the cave, they found a narrow passage that led to a small, hidden chamber. The walls were covered in seaweed and barnacles, but in the center of the chamber was a stone pedestal. On top of it lay a golden key, shimmering in the fading light. "This must be the key to the treasure chest," Isla said, picking it up. Finn grinned. "Let's get back to the chest and see what's inside." They hurried back to the beach, where Captain Holloway was waiting. As they used the golden key to unlock the chest, the old pirates' riddle played in their minds. What kind of treasure would Captain Silverbeard have hidden all these years ago? The lock clicked open and slowly they lifted the lid. The treasure of Silverbeard inside the chest was a sight that took their breath away: golden coins, sparkling jewels, and a rolled-up piece of parchment. The treasure glimmered in the last light of the setting sun, a fortune beyond their wildest dreams. But it wasn't just gold and jewels that made this treasure special. The parchment was a map, showing secret islands and hidden paths that led to more of Silverbeard's legendary adventures. Captain Holloway smiled. "Well done, my young adventurers. It seems you've earned yourselves a piece of pirate history. But remember, treasure isn't just about gold. It's about the journey, the adventure, and the friends you make along the way." Finn and Isla beamed with pride. They had solved the riddle, found the treasure, and discovered that sometimes the greatest treasure of all was the thrill of the adventure itself. As the sun set over Coral Bay, they knew their pirate adventure had only just begun. With a map full of mysteries and the spirit of the sea in their hearts, there were more adventures waiting just beyond the horizon.